What changed? There are moments when the most important part of a story is not what is revealed. It is what stops being discussed. This is one of those moments. For years, the Epstein files returned to public conversation again and again. Coverage would resurface, questions would be raised, attention would spike. And then, over time, something shifted. The conversation slowed. Mentions became shorter. Follow-ups became rare. The files themselves did not disappear, but the attention around them did. What changed? Early on, reporting around the Epstein files carried urgency. Stories were framed as unresolved. Public curiosity was visible. Calls for transparency were common. Connections between Epstein and prominent figures were treated as part of a broader examination of influence and accountability. The tone was confident. The focus was sustained. Then time passed, and as time passed, the coverage changed, not suddenly. Gradually. Stories appeared less frequently. When they did appear, they were shorter, less emphasis, less urgency. There was no clear announcement explaining the shift, no statement saying the matter had been fully resolved, no definitive update that closed the discussion. Instead, the conversation simply faded. What did not change is important. The Epstein files were not publicly rewritten. There was no comprehensive release that answered every outstanding question, no formal conclusion that reframed the issue entirely. The material remained. The questions remained. What changed was how much attention those questions received. Earlier, the topic generated sustained focus. Later, it generated distance. That shift matters, not because it proves anything, but because attention rarely moves without reason. When coverage fades without explanation, it is worth noticing. This pattern is not unique. It appears repeatedly across public life. Strong interest, sustained discussion, then a slow quieting. Sometimes silence follows resolution. Sometimes it follows fatigue. And sometimes it follows neither. That distinction is easy to miss unless you watch the reaction itself. In politics and media, the loudest moment often receives the most attention. But the quiet moments that follow can be just as revealing. The Epstein files did not vanish. The conversation around them changed. And when attention shifts without explanation, that shift can tell its own story. So the question remains. Same files, same questions. What changed?